We interrupt your regularly scheduled scrolling to bring you a New Year's Eve exclusive announcement and interview with Tim Magazine's Person of the Year. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Tonight, the heralding story of a man we will refer to only as Brian. To protect his true identity, we have altered his voice and darkened his face. It all started here in this Walmart parking lot when Brian noticed he had been tagged in a video on social media.
Well, yeah, so I was working my usual open to close shift, and all of a sudden, my phone started going off, and it was some video that some guy had tagged me in online. It's a guy I'm friends with on Facebook, but honestly, I don't even really know this guy, and so I was just kind of like, why is this guy tagging me?
Things didn't stop there. In fact, they got much worse. Over the next several months were a series of videos revealing intimate details, not only about Brian's work life, but also things about his personal life.
Yeah, it got pretty strange there for a while because I knew he had to have been making this stuff up. It was clearly the ramblings of a madman, but somehow, time and time again, he was spot on, accurate in his details.
It all began to get a little out of hand when the videos progressed beyond Brian and started to involve other people in Brian's life, including a worker from a neighboring business.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good friends with Tim from Chipotle. He comes over for game night sometimes. The way these videos portray our relationship, it's completely untrue. Plus I would never ban him from being able to buy coffee.
The problems didn't stop there. Eventually things moved from the internet to real life when people started showing up in the drive-thru just to see if their friend Brian was working.
Yeah, sure. It was nice when it first started happening. People were super friendly and the tips were good. But then eventually, day after day of just people yelling, yeah, he's probably working, and asking about Tim from Chipotle. It just got to be too much and became a real distraction at work.
It wasn't too long after that when something unexpected happened, and it would change Brian's life forever.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden this thing just goes viral, really quick, and they're talking about flying me out to the headquarters in Seattle, talking about ad campaigns, reality TV shows, and I had to tell them, look guys, as you know already from the videos, I am a very private person, and I don't want my name to be, the new size of a cup, even if it is the size of a big gulp. It's just not for me.
Nowadays, Brian just tries to keep his visor down and live life, one Mocha Monday at a time. We asked him what his thoughts were on the battle for the rights to his life story as the case continues to be heard in court.
Funny you should mention that, Bill, because I am actually in talks with the owners, and looks like I'm going to be pitching an idea for a new ad campaign that I'm going to be the face of, and it's called Pay It Sideways. Yeah, for far too long, customers have been coming through the line and doing what they call pay it forward, which, doesn't even make sense because technically they're paying for the people behind them, so I would be paying backwards. I don't know. Either way, it's just rich people buying coffee for rich people. Sometimes we get half the tips in this situation, so... Yeah, hopefully if everything works out, you'll be seeing it pretty soon. Pay it sideways.
Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to stick around for the rest of tonight's programming, brought to you by Wingspot. You'll never see more flavors of chicken in one spot at Wingspot.